Okay, we want to look at what limits of x should be. So for us to control x, which is the independent variable, we need to understand the limits of x. So in every quadratic equation given to you to solve, especially when you're dealing with the graphs, for you to control x to help you get the values of y, you need to understand what the limit of x should be. In some of the problems given to us in senior exams to write, the limit sometimes comes directly to us. For instance, you may be asked to solve 2x raised to the power 2 plus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0, for which x ranges from -2 to +4, for example. So the limit of x in this case is from -2 to +4. So I'll be writing x as -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here are the different changes that x will undergo to help us get the corresponding values of y. So when x is -2, we'll be looking for what y would be. When x is -1, these are the different changes. We'll be looking for what y will be. When x is 0, we'll be looking for what y will be. When x is 1, we'll be looking for what y will be. When x is 2, we'll be looking for what y will be. When x is 3, we'll be looking for what y will be. When x is 4, we'll also be looking for what y will be. So the different values here are the different changes that are going to take place in the independent variable, which is x, to help us get the values or the corresponding values of y. So let us just see if we can try a particular problem for you to understand better before we deal with that in our next other class. Now we're given 2x squared plus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. In this case, I'll be equating it to y. 2x squared plus 4x plus 6 is equal to y. So when x is -2, I'll only deal with that for today. When x is -2, what are we going to have y to be? So I'm going to replace -2 in the place of x. So I'll have 2 into -2 raised to the power 2 plus 4 into -2 plus 6 is equal to y. -2 raised to the power 2 is 4. -2 times -2 is 4. Times this 2 is 8. Plus 4 times -2, it will be affected. That will become -8. Then plus 6 is equal to y. 8 minus 8 is 0. So it's out. So our y is equal to 6. You can now see that y is 6. So when x is -2, y is 6. That is how we control or change the corresponding values of x to help us test or get the values of y. So in our next other class, we shall be dealing with this extensively to help us know how to complete the particular table to get the corresponding values of y.